Hey, how's it going, YouTube? So today we're opening up something pretty cool. So this is a robotic vacuum cleaner from DeenKee. The model is DK700. So this one's a pretty nice one. It should be a Wi-Fi enabled smart vacuum that you could use your app to enable it to run this process. You know, you can set it on a schedule, or if you want to do some spot cleaning, etc., then you just open up the app and you should be able to just make it work. All right, so let's open this up and give it a try. So this out here is just a generic box packaging shipping box, and here's the retail packaging inside. As you can see, there's the app and Play Store, Google and Apple. Okay, so let's look at the front here. Here's the front. Works with Wi-Fi. It has a lot of different cleaning modes. It could go kind of like a zigzag, and then, or it could do to middle and then it'll circle outwards, or it can just kind of just go from room to room, kind of outskirts, and then I think it just kind of randomly goes in between that. And of course, you can do it on the schedule. So this one's a low profile model. It's at 2.9 inches. I think that it's not a big deal. I have another one. It's a little cheaper, but it's a little bit thicker. I would say it's almost like little over 3 inches, like 3.5 inches. It's really thick. So this one has 1400 PA suction power, which I think is about average on market, on par with most. I've seen some around 1600. And everything else is just pretty simple branding. Just here's more of a diagram of the vacuum itself. All right, so let's go ahead and open this up here. Let's see. It's opening from this side. Pull tab. Open this up here. Flat. Okay, has a nice little protection here, even a foam protection. And what you'll see first is just the manual. Pretty thick manual. Comes with a remote with an LED screen, LCD screen. No batteries. Here's what looks to be a charging cable, just a simple charging cable. Yep, just a simple plug-in cable. This here is just an additional filter, air filter, which is good. It's nice that they give you extra filters. So I think that's it here. So let's pull out the main unit. As you can see, it even comes with little foam protections, because this is where the bumper kind of bumps against the wall and stuff. So let's go ahead and that. So first off, I can tell the quality of this is actually really nice. So this one here has kind of a plastic. It's actually like a nice clear plastic piece with kind of like a brush steel look underneath, but that's pretty nice. I mean, it's not like just a plain black piece of plastic, but this is actually, you know, like a clear plexiglass type thing. That's pretty cool. Let's see. It feels a little cold, but I think it's just, yeah, just plastic. It looks clear. Maybe there's some type of LEDs or proximity sensors behind this. I'm not sure, but as you can see, here's a little bumper. Oh, one of the foam pieces fell out already, so I'll just go ahead and take this one out. Okay, here goes the bottom. Here's the little maneuvering wheel. There's the contact spots for charging. And this is where you will put the bristles. Right and left is clearly marked. The wheels is nice. It actually has a nice thick rubber wheel for grip. And it looks like there's little sensor nodes everywhere, which is very nice. I figured that's for like drop detection, so it won't fall over the stairs. Or maybe it's for sensors if you want to put like a magnetic strip. It will run to it and then it'll stop and go the opposite direction just in case you want to block off a room or something. The bristles are very nice. Look at that. Has a set of bristles and then it has a set of kind of like a foam brush to kind of push the I don't know, I guess for like wood floors it might have like a nice cleaner contact, or maybe it just cause more wind to kind of push it in between. Actually, that's very nice. And then here in the back is where you empty it out. Just simple push here, push or squeeze and pull. Okay, let's put that down. And then from here, as you can see, here's the air filter. And then there's the trash on the same side. Now it shouldn't be. Oh, there you go. So you squeeze this, and this will open up. So let's see. So the trash gets sucked into here, the dust, and then it goes through like a nice metal mesh protection. It could probably pull out, but I don't really want to yank it out right now because I don't want to try to squeeze it back in place. And then from there, it's almost like a dual stage, which is nice. And then here's the true air filter right here. And as I shown earlier, it comes with a nice spare, which is nice. So there's a little foam backing, and then it goes through that, and then it goes through this. So it has a metal mesh, foam filter, and then there's more of a cloth filter, which is very nice. I would, I guess, consider that 3-stage filter. Okay. I keep touching this, and it feels nice and cold. I keep thinking it's glass. Actually, now that I think about it, that is glass. Hear it? That's a definite sound of glass. And here's the nice power button. That's a very nice looking power button. It's plastic. And I'm sure it's LED right here. So let's go ahead and stick the dust collection, the trash collection part in very easily. So it comes with 2 types of brushes. I see a yellow and white. I wonder what the difference is. I don't really want to crack open the manual right now, so let's just do a quick look. I'm thinking maybe one for wood floors and one for carpet, but I have no clue. So what I would do is just go ahead and let's put on the white one first. Oh, actually, there you go. It's color coded. So it comes with extra heads. So yellow is the right, and then left is the white. Okay, that's easy. So let's go ahead and try plop this on. Okay, so yellow, and white. So let's pop this on. So not only is it left, right, but it's also color coded, which is cool. Trying to see what this one says here. There's a little warning here. Special attention to customers who live in a duplex, apartment, or loft stairs. So it'll go towards the stairs. Okay, so it's saying that this, I guess the sensor can't read when it's going off a cliff. So they're saying, you know, you should have a barrier. So I do have a staircase over here, and there is a childproof gate there, so that should be fine. But that's pretty interesting. I thought this sensor here would catch, you know, hey, if it's going off of a wide drop, it should just stop and turn around. But maybe that's not the case. Okay. So this one seems to have the battery screwed in, I assume, under this plate here, which is fine. Because I've seen somewhere you could just pull out the battery from the top, and then, you know, maybe if you have a spare backup, then you just stick that there. But this one's pretty cool because it automatically returns to home whenever it needs to recharge. So here you also see a little cleaning brush. Foam pieces, so you don't need this anymore, but I'll just save it. And here is the docking station. And I'm gonna look around my house and see if there's kind of a corner where I could have this thing go home to, where it's underneath kind of like a table or something, so that when it goes back home, it'll be out of sight, out of mind. So you don't even see it, right? I don't really want this to take up a lot of floor space, of usable floor space, so I'm gonna try to stick this somewhere where it's not usable floor space, like underneath a table, or well, my couch is a little low, so I can't really like go under my couch, you know. But you know how some people, they have couches and with couch legs, and they have a pretty huge gap from the floor to the bottom of the couch. I would put it so that the vacuum would go under there and charge underneath the couch, so you just never see it, especially if you have hardwood floors, if that makes sense. For me, I think I would just put it underneath a corner where my table is, and it'll just kind of go under there and just hide under my table, because I have a little file cart that I put in there underneath my table for filing my papers and stuff. So I'll put that underneath that, so it'll be underneath the table, underneath the filing cart, and then it'll dock itself right there, out of sight, out of mind. You just don't have to see it. I think that's it in this box. I'm trying to decide. I think I would just take the parts out because I don't really want to save this box. So what I'll do is I'll grab this bag here, the docking station bag, and I'll just throw all my accessory parts into it right now. It's up to y'all. I mean, I used to like to save boxes of all my gadgets that I buy, but nowadays I just have too much boxes and not enough space. So now I'm just trying to declutter. And this is a good way of me to declutter, is by just condensing it. So I'll probably just get a marker, label this as, you know, my DeenKee Robotic vacuum parts, filter parts. So let's put this back in the box so I could throw this part away. You know, it's a nice box. I really would like to save it, but you know, you can't save everything, right? So let me close this up. Let's give you one good last look. Again, this is the DeenKee K700. It is a smart, well, not smart, but I guess, yeah, technically I would say smart Wi-Fi enabled robotic vacuum. Just like a Roomba, everything else. Actually here, you can actually plug directly into this vacuum. Here's the on and off button. But overall you don't need to, because it's smart enough to go home and contact these little metal charging. So it's two ways of charging. Of course, I wouldn't know why you want to plug it directly in. I assume it'll charge at the same power both here and here. So that's not a big deal. So yeah, I would definitely use this. Here's another warning thing here. Let's see here. Charging matters need attention. Manually dock the product in charging seat when charger is under bad contact. So what it's saying is sometimes maybe the robot might miss those contacts. Just kind of give it a nudge onto the metal contacts to make sure it's charging. Not a big deal. And it has little rubber feet at the bottom, so it has a good, nice purchase on the floor, which is nice. Nice add-on. So what I'll do is I'll go ahead and plug this up, give it a try, download the app, and see how it goes. I think The cool part is, I think on the app, it'll actually show the diagram of the room. I guess it has kind of like built-in lasers or kind of track where it goes, and it'll actually kind of build like a diagram of the room and where it vacuums. So I would maybe do a follow-up video, or else leave a little quick update in the description. I'll let you know how the app is. I assume it'll be pretty easy, just pretty much you could just schedule it or just push start or push start here, whichever. But I'll let you know. I'll go through the app and I'll see if there's anything cool. Again, this kind of surprised me that this is glass, actually. Because now you can hear it when I click my fingernails onto it. You can tell it's glass. So that's a really, really nice touch. I assume it's shatterproof glass. Other than that, I think that's about it. You know, as again, this is a Wi-Fi smart robotic vacuum cleaner from DeenKee. The model is DK700. And again, as you can see, it's pretty thin at 2.9 inches. Alright. And if you have any questions or comments, leave it below. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Let me know what you think of my review. You know, what I can improve upon. What else would you like me to see? Do you have one? Do you have a similar one? Leave a comment below. Alright? I'll leave it there.